office, Newtown, springs to mind more readily as a centre of electronic technology rather than as a rival for the Costa del Sol, but they have a unique selling point. A new tourist officer who can quite literally sing their praises, as Gail Goodwin found out.
For Linda Ballingall, it's music while you work. She's Glenrothes' first ever tourist officer. It's her job to persuade holidaymakers that Glenrothes is just the place to spend their summer holidays. Tomorrow's Costa del Fife, perhaps. In her spare time, she's a leading light in the local operatic society. But over the next few days, she's going to be turning her musical talents to an unexpected use.
Tonight I'm going to be flying down to London to talk to the travel trade and press about Glenrothes and all the lovely things that there is to do here. There's a lot of events lined up, from the Springflower Festival to the Food, Fashion and Fitness Festival, and there's lots of exciting things between that's going to be happening, so we've been very busy.
How are you going to be persuading them? Have you got any little ways of your own?
Well, I'm going to be singing to them. I've been a singer for some time, so there's so many beautiful songs about Scotland that I felt, instead of just talking to them all the time, why can't I sing to them? And I hope they're going to like it.
Can you give us a few lines now?
Surely. Oh, but lose the bonny hills, oh, but lose the shining rills, I for thee my bosom fills, bonny galore. That's it.
That was lovely. What do your colleagues think of your singing?
I think it's a bit of a novelty. I hope they enjoy it. I enjoy singing, so I hope they enjoy it.
How do you think your West End debut will go in London?
Hopefully, like a song.
Singing postmen and singing telegrams are old hat. Now perhaps tuneful tourist officers are the shape of sings to come.
Come along, let us foot it out together. Come along, be it fair or stormy weather, with the hills of home before us and the purple below the heather. Let us step and hilly music's come along, come along.
I bet her phone bill's rather high. Anyway, from the vocal arts to the visual arts, our resident artist that you can see behind me this week is Jimmy Cosgrove of the Glad,
who'd burst into Formby House wielding iron bars. And that's this evening's headlines.
Now, before we go, why some Scots Italians, among others, were kept waiting today by an unexpected effect of the strong winds currently blasting the city centre of London. There was little, if any, mercy for the Angel of Charity. That is, of course, the ever-youthful 93-year-old statue of Eros, who returned to a new perch in Piccadilly Circus today after a 2-year absence. His unveiling was delayed today. Gale force winds kept him happed up until early afternoon. But the huge outdoor party organised by the soon-to-be defunct GLC will go ahead tonight as planned. Eros was described as suffering from severe physical exhaustion when he was taken down in 1984 during development work, and the job of restoring and refreshing him was undertaken by an Edinburgh firm under the guidance of George Mancini, whose grandfather helped sculptor Alfred Gilbert with the original work. And the Scots-Italian connection goes further than that. Edinburgh hairdresser Anthony Mancini, who was interestingly enough no relation, was particularly keen to see how the refurbished statue looked. His grandfather is reputed to have modelled for the original.
My grandfather, who emigrated to this country in the 1880s, 1890s, first of all, to make a living, he did whatever he could, which was selling hot chestnuts, selling ice cream as well from a barrel, and eventually this led, with being out in the streets, it led to him meeting artists, and he became a model. They approached him, asked him if he would like to model for them, and he found this was a fine way of making money, as well as selling his ice cream, so he got into modelling. And eventually, with modelling, he became better and better, and it's quite an art in modelling, in fact, being able to stand still for a while, to hold a pose. And eventually, him and another fellow became models for Eros, and they are actually the... So when I go to London now, this is my grandfather I see down there.
It's an absolutely wonderful statue. What do you feel about it when you see it today?
Well, I think it's marvellous. It's an absolute work of art, really. But more than that, really, as well as a lovely statue, it's my grandfather up there.
Vivian Mackerson reporting. And that's it for tonight. A late piece of news. Following our report on the 1820 Society on Friday, you'll be interested to know that Glasgow District have decided the Martyrs Monument will be excavated. What will they find underneath? Watch this space.
As for tomorrow, we'll be meeting Alan Bates, a star of screen to all of you, but also a very good stage actor, as Edinburgh's finding out this week.
Join us at 6 tomorrow. See you then. Good night.
Good night.
Hello again. After their last competition prize to Paris, the Evening News is now offering my favorite new car as a major prize. It's a Peugeot 309. A sacre bleu, not one, but two. Plus lots of other prizes in the Evening News two-car prize-line game.
If it's in the news, it's in the news.
How do they do that?
Jane, stay just like that.
Oh dear, this is me not so long ago. Look at these dry lines.
Now is the time for Pond's Dry Skin Cream. It smooths out dry lines and helps relieve dryness that can cause new lines to appear.
My skin looks so smooth now.
It feels so soft.
Pond's Dry Skin Cream helps your skin stay softer and younger looking.
Listen to the fruit salad. Never stops talking.
Oh, be gentle with the topping. Don't try my flavour.
If only it could be Nestle Tip Top. It is
Tip Top! I'm not cream, but I certainly taste creamy. I'm lovely and light. I'd make anything taste creamier. Sauces, desserts, coffee. Whoopsie. Aren't you looking slim, Mum?
With your help, Tip Top.
Everything tastes better with Tip Top. Pour over topping with a creamier taste.
Don't forget, the Smile Easter sale is on now, with up to 70%, yes, 70% off exhaust and tyres. How low can you get?
On Channel 4 in just a moment, every window tells a story of the lives of the saints. And on Scottish television, it's time for What's Your Problem?
Hello. In this evening's programme, new fears about pyramid selling. Back in 1970...